Hey YouTube, I want to do something a little different, and I don't know if I'm actually going to post this or not, but I want to talk to y'all about some of this doggone celebrity drama that's going on. Have y'all been seeing all this mess? Okay, so T.I. and Tiny. Let me tell you something. I knew this was coming. Let me tell you why. Because he trying to build a chick. First of all, this girl, I personally thought she was one of the cutest members of Escape. I really did. Because she was real cute, little, and petite. So here's my thing. Why make her go out and do all this plastic surgery to herself? The girl was so insecure, she risked her vision. She went out and had her eyes made gray. Do you know how damaging that is and how risky that is? She could have went blind during the operation. She can never have LASIK done again, like literally. Like I had LASIK, and if I need to, I can go back and they can touch up my eyes, and I'll be able to see again. But when you've had your eye color changed, sorry, you can't go back and fix that. And then, after all of that, this woman even allowed this man to have other women in the bedroom. Have y'all seen that video floating around online? Have you seen it? Oh, I wish I knew how to edit because I would show pop it in here. The video of them sitting in a hotel room with a bunch of girls up in there shaking their tails, and T.I. just looks like, yes. And she's over there kind of like. So yeah, if you've ever seen that video, then you know what I'm talking about. That woman was doing anything to try to keep that man, and then guess what happened? She went outside and got her own little piece of cookie. That's what happened. See, let me tell you something. When you're married, when you're in a marriage, ain't no doggone open marriage. No. And some people do it, and it works phenomenally. Some people are swingers, all that jazz. Dude, listen, what happens is one person ends up going out and doing it when the other person ain't in the room, so therefore it's considered cheating. But because when y'all typically do it, y'all both in the same room, it ain't cheating. So guess what didn't happen? It didn't happen when the other person wasn't in the room, so now it's cheating. And so now supposedly T.I. got this side baby. I heard about one like last year, and they said that supposedly T.I. signed some contract with somebody to pay them a certain amount of money a month for the next 18 years. I wonder what that's about. We'll never know. And then supposedly some other Instagram model is now, guess what? Pregnant by T.I. See, here's the problem. If you don't go out there and stick your willy and stuff, baby, do me a favor, wrap that thing up. Not only because you can bring little people into the world, there's this lovely thing or ugly thing called STDs. And guess what? They don't have no names, and they don't care who they attack and hit. So that's really what I personally feel like happens. So if you're confused, because I might be a little confusing, they messed up when they opened the doors of the marriage. When you open the doors of the relationship or the marriage, you mess up, because see what happens is people get comfortable. And same thing happened with Paula Patton and Robin Thicke. You have them open marriages, and then guess what happened? One spouse gets somebody else's cookies, and they like them better because they realize I really wasn't a chocolate chip type of person. I really like oatmeal raisin a whole lot better. So then they go back to the oatmeal raisin cookie stand, and they leave your chocolate chip cookie stand alone. I'm just saying that to say this, people, if you are married or in a relationship, make it monogamous. Having all them extra people involved ain't gonna help nothing. What is that? A fantasy? A fetish? But let me tell you something. STDs is very real. Marriages and divorces is very real. Babies are very real. Divorce payouts, especially for celebrities, are very real. And considering the fact that she's been with him since he was broke and he approached her in a mall in Atlanta when he wasn't even known, good God. 50% of everything is hers. But also, y'all, she bought a house overlooking a golf course, right? Here's my question. I could have sworn that the house that they was living in was actually a house that she paid for, was money that she made from Escape and from doing all that songwriting with Candy. So why the hell did she move? I'm just saying. I'm asking because had that been my coin and my house that I bought with my money before I met you, I ain't moving no damn where. You kiss my on that one. Okay? Me and my kids would have been sitting right there, and you could have been in that spot that you rented across town last year because it was closer to the studio. T.I. don't drive. Have y'all ever seen that man driving a vehicle? No. Guess what happens? He pays people to drive, and then he sits in the back and relaxes in luxury, which is perfectly fine, but don't sit there and use the line of, oh, well, I had to rent this house in the same city and state, just across town, because, it's closer to the studio. That's crap. They've been separated for a couple of years, and what done happened is Tiny ready to go out there and do some stuff, but she don't want to do it, and everybody looking at her like, oh, but you married. Because, see, it's always that double standard, too, of he's a man and he's a rapper and he's an entertainer, so that's just what he's going to do. So, no, Miss Tiny, I ain't mad at you. Although, I don't think they will get divorced. I don't. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If he ain't already, he going to spoil the hell out of her with all types of gifts and bags, and he's gonna beg and plead and make all types of promises. I don't know if they had a prenup, considering the fact that they both had money, and let's be real, she's still making money off songwriting checks. People be sleeping on Tiny. They be thinking that Tiny ain't got no money. Don't get it twisted. Tiny got that type of money that everybody want to have. That old money, that money where you sleeping and your money is just depositing into your account, and you just get more checks and more coins for doing nothing because you did that stuff years ago. That's the type of money a girl like me would love to have. I'm gonna get there one day, but not today. But Tiny got that type of money. So while y'all sleeping and hating, please know she can live very comfortably on her own. But the simple fact that I've had to sacrifice all this and alter my body and put all these weird colors of hair in my head because you want it, because they've asked her before, why do you wear all these colors of weaves in your hair? She says, whatever he want me to do, I'm gonna do. So guess what? That includes letting people come into your marriage or into your relationship. Because let's be real, most of these open marriages, the man ain't letting another man come in the room. Hello. It's always what? Another woman. So, I'm just saying, if you married, if you're in a relationship, keep your stuff monogamous. Keep that between the two of you. It don't take more than two to tango, baby. And they say it do, it don't. That's just, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And just think, they celebrities going through that stuff. People who are regular, everyday people go through it every day. I have seen people who were in relationships. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. But I've seen people who were in relationships and were married and did the threesome. And guess what happened? Let me tell you what happened. The couple got divorced. And then the man married, guess who? Okay. And they had kids. Yeah, very weird. Very, very weird. Especially when it's like the person's like a really good friend. I've seen it happen. So I'm just saying that to say this. Y'all keep your bedroom is your bedroom. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And I usually don't do these types of videos. But it was just kind of, I don't know. I've been watching YouTube all day. All day. All types of stuff. And I watch probably some of the most eclectic stuff you can find. I don't care what color you look like, what your hair look like, what your gender is, what your sexuality is. If it just looks interesting, I'll watch it. And if you look interesting enough, I'll just keep clicking on all your stuff until I'm like, alright, I've seen enough. That's enough. Or I'll keep clicking until I'm like, I'm going to subscribe to you. I like your channel. So it just depends on what I find. But yeah, I watched somebody today. I'm not going to say the name, but very interesting individual. I don't know if I should watch or not. Again, I don't know. Kind of confused because like part of me wants to watch and part of me is like, so I don't know. But if you're one of my subscribers, I know this is not my typical sister log video or song video or heck even my attempt of trying to lose weight videos, but it's just something that was on my mind. So you tell me down low, what do you think was the demise of T.I. and Tiny's marriage? What do you think it's going to take to fix their marriage? And then what do you think about people who actually have these open marriages? Now, one thing I will say is that comedian Monique, she always talks about having the open marriage, and the funny thing is, she said it was her that wanted it, which, in all honesty, at that time, I could understand why she said it. I'm not saying I agree, No. But I'm saying I understand because she was a traveling comedian at the time, so she was always gone over the road. So he would always, so they wouldn't always be physically together, which is another reason why Tiny usually travels with T.I. Have you ever noticed that? Like 75, 80% of the time, Tiny's with T.I. and them kids is with her mama. Okay, just something else that I noticed. But you know, I don't know. I don't agree with the open marriage stuff. But Monique was saying that also people are assuming that when she says that her marriage is open, that it means that it's all about, the bedroom. And she said that's not necessarily the case. She said her thing is just she just wants them to be open and honest. That part I can get. I can understand. That part I need to work on myself. But the whole open bedroom, nah. I'm good. That's just too much. That's team too much. That's team 2DMI. Or is it? Yeah. TDMI. Okay. You figure that out. And this is getting a little long and lengthy, so thank you all for watching. I did not plan on seeing you all at the end of December. By the way, Happy New Year's, everybody. I'll be back in about 10 days to give you all another Sister Lock update. You all, peace out.